Get your kicks on Route 66.
Hello and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For this video, I am here at the National Museum of Transportation, just outside of St. Louis, Missouri. We've come here. They have a special exhibit about Route 66 celebrating the Centennial. It's celebrating some other things too about with transportation, but particularly on Route 66. So we'll just come here and we're going to go check it out. They've got this cool activity going on here at the National Museum of Transportation where you can track your steps and you submit them when you leave. They're totaling them up and they're trying to get 5.5 million steps. It's the same route if you walked or jogged along Route 66. And I guess that it's the same route Forrest Gump took. So they're trying to move Forrest along. Here in this display case, they've just got some fun facts about man stepping on the moon, the Olympics, tennis shoes. So this exhibit is called Roads, River, Rooms, Reels, a Route 66 Story. So they've got a collection of automobiles celebrating Centennial Route 66 and the river, of course, the Mississippi River with the Admiral, rooms, the Coral Motel, and reels with the Warrenburg Theaters. Now, most of the automobiles here are located in this building, the Earl O. Lindbergh Automobile Center. Here we have the remains of the Coral Court Motel, an infamous place to stay along Route 66, just outside of St. Louis. It's no longer exists, but right here. Now, this is kind of neat here. They have a car from each one of the decades, the 1920s through 2010s, on display here. You can check out. This museum is actually a stop along the Blue Star Memorial Highway, believe it or not. So a fun fact about the Reverend Meacham, you can actually see the crossing spot where the Meachams crossed, where the riverboat was. You visit here in St. Louis along the Mississippi River. care of a large-scale model of the Admiral. The Admiral was a famous riverboat for many years, about 50-some years probably, that was along here the Mississippi River by St. Louis. Used to give cruises, and eventually became a gambling boat that was shored there. It was dismantled, I believe, in 2011. And so this display here talks about the history of the Admiral. There's all sorts of memorabilia and even a few artifacts from the Admiral itself located in these display cases here. It's a nice little collection. I never got to ride the Admiral. I did get to go on board it a couple of times, and way back when I was in high school. It was a very cool boat, very unique. Here we have the reels part of the exhibit. It's talking about drive-in theaters, specifically the 66 Park-In, which was eventually was a part of the Warrenburg movie company, which no longer exists. Warrenburg, they were bought out a few years ago. This little train car here, this was used in parades around St. Louis to promote Warrenburg movie theaters. A fun fact about Abraham Lincoln and the Transcontinental Railroad. That was a brief look at the special kind of Route 66 exhibit here, the National Museum of Transportation in St. Louis. It's called Roads, River, Rooms, and Reels. So they've, had some, about Route 66, about the Mississippi River, a special thing about the Admiral there, because if you were traveling Route 66 back in the day, you would have seen the Admiral on the Mississippi River. The rooms, the Coral Court Motel specifically, and what was the other one? Oh, Reels, with the drive-in movie theaters here in St. Louis through Warenberg. It's not a bad exhibit, especially if you really like the cars. Really awesome. It's kind of a neat thing having a car from each of the decades of Route 66. I really enjoyed that. If you like St. Louis history, the Admiral, that special display there about the Admiral itself, it's worth coming out to see that model there of the Admiral on display. I hope that it becomes a permanent part here of the National Museum of Transportation. That's a real cool thing. This has been another adventure in TV land. If you've liked this video, hit that like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you out there, if you would like to see me visit, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you like this video or any of the other videos on Adventures in TV Land, you could help support this channel if you so choose by going to Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon, or even here on YouTube and becoming a member, or just making a donation. I thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.